a sort of unconventional segment I have for you now. A lady, we'll keep her unnamed. We're not trying to call her out in any specific way, but who you saw on screen there, posted a video. She's a MAGA person, at least that's what she's being described as. And, you know, I almost couldn't get myself to cover this. Jaden came to me, he said, Luke, sir, please cover this wacky video. And I thought, something feels uncomfortable. You know, you'll see what I mean when I play it. Something feels a little bit off about this. But then I decided, no, it was posted. We can cover it. And we'll try to bleep things out. So hopefully this doesn't get flagged any type of way, because it's pretty aggressive language. But here we go. And then I have a lot to talk about. We're just doing a little bit of a walk down MAGA Street. Okay, we're just going to check in on some MAGA Batamians, as I've heard some people describe them as, and have a little bit of fun with it. If you appreciate the show, please do click the subscribe button. So here is unnamed MAGA lady upset. I can't really figure out what she's upset about, but liberals, for sure. So here we go as my computer's glitching. Let's do it.
Sexist shit. And no, I don't have to talk to you politely. You sexist shit. In Jasper County, I'm coming for you. You I'm coming for you. Yeah. All legal like. Yeah, legal. We'll do it on your terms,
On your terms? You mean the law's terms? On your terms. Oh no.
We'll do it on your terms, Our government needs stopped. Stopped.
Yeah, this was shortly before Trump got elected, but I saw it was going viral. You know, in a sense, are you all you thinking, that's wild, that's crazy. But have you never felt this feeling a little bit? Because this is about me when the coffee maker breaks.
Sexist.
This is about me when you go through the fast food line and they're like, sorry, the milkshake machine's broken, and you know that it's not because you know that they just say that when they're not in the mood to make milkshakes. I mean, this is about me.
Sexist.
This is this is about me when I know I have to get up early the next morning, but I can't get myself to go to bed because that TV show is just too good. And so I'm watching the time tick by, and then I look at myself in the mirror and I say,
sexist.
This is me when producer Jaden comes into work grumpy.
Sexist. And no.
Okay, you get the point. Yeah, so a little funky again. I think you can tell why I'm uncomfortable covering it, but it already went viral somewhere else. It's not my fault. And it did remind me of a little bit more prominent of a MAGA figure who maybe this is where she learned that behavior from. This is Alex Jones.
What the hell? And he's exposing Jeffrey Epstein and the CIA. Hell, last week he put out tweets about the CIA at war with America. God almighty. Jones sold out retweeting that. God, I apologize to all of you. I'm sorry. I sold out. I tried to stop the pedophile rings, the giant Muslim kidnapping rings. I'm sorry. I kissed Elon Musk's ass.
You see, it's very similar. Maybe she's an Alex Jones fan.
We're so close to getting the globalists. I want their throat. I want victory. And now you can see it. And you guys think you're going to harass Elon Musk and push him off of supporting Trump and divide Trump and Elon? You're not. We have already beaten your ass. Oh, let's continue.
That's something. Now, as we continue through, there's a UFC fighter named Bryce Mitchell. And I just want y'all to know, we're just having fun. We're just looking at different peeps, checking in. What's going on in Magaville? I'm not trying to say that generally the right is flat earthers. Obviously not. But there are some. There's a little bit of a movement. And I think it's interesting to take note of, because when you start making admirable the rejection for its sake of any professional consensus, any consensus of expertise, which is what MAGA is now doing, right? You're saying, well, now we've all the scientific experts and all the institutions that do research that the liberals, like, we reject it all. And we sort of are incentivized to take the opposite position. Then yes, naturally that's going to get, for some of them, granted, probably a small percentage, but some people on the right, it's going to get to, well, why do we believe the earth is anything other than flat then? This is Bryce Mitchell, again, a UFC fighter, who I think said he wanted to homeschool his kids so that, among other reasons, they won't be gay. Man, the power they give to the gay is something else, huh?
Dude, I'm not stupid. Let me tell you what I mean. Here's a picture of the circle of the earth, supposedly, if you believe in a globe. And the red circle is the helicopter. When the helicopter ascends above the earth's surface, it now has a larger flight path around the earth. As in, when the earth, the inside circle, the black circle, does one full rotation.
Are you following?
The red circle, or the flight of the helicopter, actually has to cover more distance to get back to the same spot. That's what I meant, okay? If you don't understand geometry of spheres and circles, that's going to go right over your head. But what I said makes perfect sense, and I'm actually a lot smarter than a lot of y'all think. Some of y'all can't even keep up with me. That's the sad part. This is basic geometry. Some of y'all might not be able to understand what I'm saying. But God bless you, and keep doing your own research.
That kid is all of our spirit animal right now. That kid is us right now. Stop, please, stop. By the way, if you ever find yourself saying the phrase, I'm actually a lot smarter than you think I am. I'm not gonna finish, just don't. Okay, don't say that. Trust me, yeah, you're wrong. So then Candace Owens, who's a really big right-wing figure, she also is sort of flirting with flat eartherism.
Just imagine being married to me. My poor husband, he rolls over, he's like, what are you reading? And I feel like a regular wife says something, I don't know, maybe a love series, Nora Roberts, sweeping her away. Me, on the other hand, he rolled over, he asked me, and I said, oh, I'm reading a flat earth theory. And it dawned into an entire conversation. He's like, why are you reading a flat earth theory? And I'm like, because somebody messaged me on Manect about it, and they included some links. And
Literally never heard Manect. Is that what she said?
Messaged me on Manect about it. And
I don't even know what that is. There's like new right-wing platforms by the day.
And they included some links, and I'm just reading them. I don't know. I'm just an interested person. No matter what, if there's a bunch of people that believe something, I now want to know what it is that they believe. And of course, he pushed me on this, and he was talking about the earth curvature and science. And I said to him, listen, I'm not a flat earther. I'm not a round earther. Actually, what I am is I am somebody.
I'm a nonpartisan earther. I like to take a centrist approach on Earth. I just think that, I think that things have gotten so divided that I don't want to alienate people by going around and telling them the earth is flat or the earth is round. I don't want to. I see myself as above politics in that sense. Do you know what I mean? I want to be above the fray. I want to be above partisanship on earth.
Round earther. Actually, what I am is I am somebody who has left the cult of science. I have left the mega church of science. Because what I have now realized is that science, what it is actually, if you think about it, is a pagan faith.
So, when you see people talking and you can tell in their head there's a little them. So for her, there's a little Candace in there that's going, yes. Oh, that was good. Oh, sweet smokes. You're a genius. Because what really science is just a religion. And then little Candace goes, get it, girl. That's it. Killing it. the pride of some people as they're saying something that they think is really profound and when it's not is silly, because no, of course, science is not dedicating oneself to a rigid or sacred set of beliefs. It is a mechanism or an approach to observation and empirical thinking. And so it's a process that can constantly improve our understanding of things, not a list of things that are believed in, regardless of how observations and that process of researching and delving into subjects changes. It's not even close to what she just described it as. But it sounds, often there's this, well, I just don't think there's a lot of evidence for, or I think even Bryce was talking about not even the shape or the curvature, but how it rotates on its axis. And, you know, I'd encourage him to look into star trails. As it appears stars move, that would really be an indication of the movement of the Earth, or the measurement of Earth's shape, or satellites having to move if they want to stay over one part of the Earth, indicating the movement, or the Coriolis effect, or so many other things that they could themselves look into before going public with, well, how do we really know? Because there actually is a bunch of literature on the subject that they're now very curious about. You also had Candace Taylor, a Republican who ran for governor at one point. We've talked about this before.
More and more, I'm like, it doesn't make sense. So is it or not? I don't know 100%, but it's just, it doesn't make sense the other way. Now that you see it.
The people that defend the globe don't know anything about the globe, because if they knew a tenth of what Matt and I know about the globe, they would be flat earthers, because it's absolutely ridiculous.
I can't unsee this. All the globes everywhere. I turn on TV, there's globes in the background. There's globes on there right here. Like this would be a globe if I was a normal person. Like everywhere there's globes. You see them all the time. I mean, it's constant. My children will be like, Mama, globe, 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 globe. They're everywhere.
Why are you bringing your children into this? The only reason they would be saying that is because you've told them that there's something suspicious about it. Mom, I see globes everywhere. You could do this. I see American flags everywhere. What are they trying to say? Sometimes they're just things. We like things. We live on an earth, so we put the earth in imagery form and then we plaster it everywhere.
Everywhere. And that's what they do to brainwash. And so for me, if it is not a conspiracy, if it is, real, why are you pushing so hard? Everywhere I go, every store, you buy a globe. There's globes everywhere. Every movie, every TV show, news media. Why?
Candace. Jaden reminded me of something while that clip was playing. Pom pom pom. I've signed up for the cult of Earth. I subscribe to the religion of Earth. Anyways, why would I have this if it wasn't some conspiracy? It's a good question. The more you know. This was really funny. Blair Erskine posted this video imitating Candace Taylor. I've shown this as well.
I'm not a scientist because that is a made-up job, but I know that the Earth is flat, okay? Because if the Earth was round, why would maps be flat? They can never answer that, okay? And people want to be like, well, if the Earth is flat, then what about night and day? I don't know. Let me think about it. Maybe because the Earth is double-sided and God flips us over when it's time for us to go to bed and flips us back over when it's time for us to wake up, like I do with my husband. Like, use your brain. Use your head for a minute. If the Earth was round like a globe, everything would be falling off of it. All the oceans would be dripping down it like ice cream, okay? Unless the Earth is a DQ blizzard where nothing falls out. But even then, sometimes things do fall out and they do have to give you your money back. So that doesn't really make sense to me. They're trying so hard to make us think the Earth is a globe. I see globes on TV, globes at my children's school. I saw a globe at Hobby Lobby, a place of worship. Hobby Lobby, there was a globe there. I mean, if I were a normal person, there would be a globe behind me. But I have a rotary telephone that's not hooked up to anything, so Bill Gates can't track me. Okay.
So again, the reason I think it's important occasionally to check in on this and point to the absurdity of some of the ideas that are getting more oxygen than they did a few years ago is to point to the danger of making, they always talk about sheep. Oh, if you believe in scientific research, then you're a sheep and you just blah, blah, blah. And what is, by their own standard, as culty, if not more, is blindly believing the opposite of any professional, any expert consensus. So the consensus based on overwhelming evidence about the characteristics of the earth, it's not because people just want to blindly believe something, but because of the empirical evidence. And so whenever on vaccines, on the election, on all these different subjects, when to bolster a MAGA narrative that they care more about, they undermine the very idea of empirical mechanisms of deriving truth. It then does open up for some of them, a complete state of being lost. Just sort of, now they're just floating where they can't grab onto any pillar of truth, and they just start going, well, maybe everything I thought I knew was wrong. Because I've been told you can't believe any experts on anything. I can't believe any of these evidentially backed consensuses. And so I have to just question everything. And then I think they get into a state of turmoil where some of the most basic subjects they're confused about. And I do empathize. And I wish they would come back, for lack of a better term, bring their feet back onto earth. Share your thoughts in the comments.